Most of you have been asking me, how do I read news events? How am I able to know when the market is about to start dumping and when the market is about to start pumping? And also how I was able to predict that immediately USD JPY get to the peak level, we would start selling down till date. Now for the past 4 days, we've been selling USD JPY, and every single person in my channel have been wondering how I was able to detect that news. Now, the first video I did about how to read news events, it was more of a basic interpretation of how to use your Forex Factory, what each level stands for. Now in this video, I'll be re-breaking everything I talked about, then we dive into how to read news events like a pro. Now, number one, remember this filter is very important. Make sure you've already created your account. Make sure the time zone is on your time. You can see I stay in Nigeria, so I'm using West Central African time. If you stay in US, Canada, Switzerland, wherever you stay, make sure this time is exactly as your time zone. Then what do? You save setting. Now when you're done saving setting, then you come to the filter. Ensure you mark only currencies you pay attention to. Now remember, if you trade AUD, of course you want to leave CNY. What is CNY? The Chinese yuan. Why? Because China and Australia are very good trade partners. Now, the fact that you know both of them are good trade partners, meaning if things are working well for China, definitely Australia's economy is also going to be gaining from it. But when things are not working well for China, Australia's economy will also feel the drop from the US economy. So you always want to pay attention from Chinese PMI. China's PMI, it is very, very important. It could strengthen or weaken the Australian dollar, all right? Now, when you're done, then you highlight every single currency that you trade here. Expected impact, make sure you leave the red folder, orange folder, and the gray folder for bank holiday. Then we come about here, growth. Of course, when we talk about growth, you know we're talking about the economy growing, what's going on, what's not going on. Inflation, employment, inflation, CPI and PPI, employment, unemployment claims, employment data, NFP, so on and so forth. The central bank, bonds, housing, consumer survey, business survey, speeches, and also miscellaneous. These are events you want to leave turned on. Then when you're done, you apply filter, all right? Now, once you're done applying filter, it opens like this. You can see today we are having bank holiday for what? For CNY, which is the Chinese yuan, and the market is going to be flat for individuals that trade the Chinese yuan or Australian currency, especially currently now that we know the dollar is very weak. All right, now come to this part. What do you want to pay attention to? Your focus is your king. Always remember, this focus is telling you what is actually going on, what people are expecting. That is why the focus is very, very important. What are people expecting? Are they expecting this? Are they expecting that? That is where That is where the focus falls under. Please don't forget. Then when we talk about previous, now for the previous, this is actually for trend confirmation. Now the previous will tell you why this market has been buying, why this market has been selling. You can always go back to the previous to make reference. Now let's move to when there was a rate decision, the last rate decision that happened. It was September 30th, right? I think it was around September 30th or so. The last rate decision that happened, or September 17th. Good. It was around September 17th. Now, what does the rate decision stand for? Interest rate data. What is interest rate first? Interest rate is simply the cost of borrowing. Do you understand? Now, take for example, you walk into the bank and you want to borrow money and their interest rate is low. Then you go to another country, you head to their bank, you want to borrow money and their interest rate is very high, like maybe 10% higher than the one you want to borrow. Where would you borrow money from? From where the interest rate is cheaper. Do you understand? And interest rates, when the interest rate is low, it encourages It encourages borrowing. Do you understand? When it encourages borrowing, when the citizens get more money, they open more businesses, the country continue to thrive from those businesses. Now, look at what happened here. Around 7 p.m. on Wednesday, 17th of September, there was a rate decision. Now, the previous was 4.5. That was the reason why dollar was strong, because the rate was high, right? Remember, previous is for trend confirmation. Now, the forecast was 4.25. What do I mean by 4.25? This is what everybody is expecting. Now, if everybody is expecting something and it comes out the same, is it a surprise? No, it's no longer a surprise. Now, the actual came out as what? 4.25. Exactly. Now, this 4.25 that came out, what are traders expecting? They are expecting USD to continue selling because, of course, they just reduced rates. But a trader who is smart or a trader who has actually come across me, who have seen my videos, would know that the fact that the actual and the focus on interest rate decision is the same, it is not good for the currency. Why is it not good for the currency? It is not good for the currency because it did not surprise anybody. Now, there's a statement that most people overlook. Now, this statement is sell the rumor and what? And buy news. Now, what is the rumor? Forecast. And what is the news? Actual. Now, everybody was expecting USD to dump because the previous was 4.50%. Then the forecast was 4.25%. Now, what is this? This is a rumor. Why is it a rumor? It is a rumor because we've not seen the actual. So this is what people are expecting. All of a sudden, what happened? Dollar was dumping. Dollar was dumping. Dollar was dumping until September 17th, when the real news was now what? Was now released. Immediately the news came out. The actual was now the same with the forecast, thereby leading to what? No surprise. And immediately we noticed that there was no surprise. What happened? Institutions started what? Started buying the news. They started buying the news. Why did they buy the news? Because they knew everybody would continue selling. That is how you interpret news events like a pro. Also remember, when it comes to PPI and CPI, right? You use the previous month's PPI to judge the current month's CPI. Now, if the previous month's PPI is increasing and the current month's CPI also increase, automatically there's what? There's high inflation. Do you understand? But if the previous month's PPI is increasing and then the current month's CPI that came out is now the same or less than the forecast, then inflation is not really reducing, but it is being controlled, or there are other things which is taking the government's attention. You need to pay attention to that. Whenever inflation is high, it is not good for the economy. Always remember, if inflation is high, it is not good for the economy. And now, you need this PPI and CPI in order to determine what? Your core retail sale. And you need this core retail sale and PMI. You need PMI and core retail sale to determine what? NFP. Listing. Interest rate decision. Once the forecast comes out as the actual, it is no longer a surprise. Meaning they've been selling the rumor and now they will buy the news. Then we move to inflation. PPI and CPI. You use the previous month's PPI to judge the current month what? CPI. Then you use PPI and CPI to determine what? Core retail sale. Because what is core retail sale? Core retail sale measures consumer spending. So if inflation is high, of course, you know consumer spending will reduce if average earning or wages are not being increased. But if interest rates, if the inflation is being controlled, of course, consumers will have more money to spend because prices of goods and services are not increasing. PPI stands for Producer Price Index. CPI, Consumer Price Index. As simple as possible. Core Retail Sale, PMI, Purchasing Manager Index. What is PMI? PMI helps you to determine what? The business survey. What are the health of producers and manufacturers? Now let's go back to the chart. Now when we come back here, when it comes to checking your news events, especially for PMI, you only want to pay attention to ISM manufacturing PMI. Yes, ISM service PMI is also important, but ISM manufacturing PMI holds more weight and gives you more what? More movement in the market. Always remember. Then when it comes to PPI and CPI, you want to pay attention to what? Core CPI or core PPI. Now I know there are some times when you've actually been trading and you actually came across flash PMI. Now I know you'll be wondering what is flash PMI, what is flash PMI. Now flash PMI simply, I'm trying to find it so I can thank you. Flash PMI simply tells you a pre-release data. Do you understand? You can see it here. It talks about what? Businesses react quickly to market conditions and their purchasing manager holding perhaps. This flash PMI is not the original PMI. It only shows you what people are expecting. Do you understand? It shows you what people are expecting, not the actual PMI. So the flash PMI helps you to have an insight of what is coming towards. Now, last week, around September 23rd or so, I noticed a lot of people were buying GBP AUD, they were buying GBP CHF. I made this comment on Twitter under Dark's post, and so many people were just commenting. I was just laughing. The only reason why that GBP CHF did not buy was because of the German flash manufacturing PMI. It came out lower, 48.5, which means what? It actually means a contraction. It is not good for the economy. Everybody was now saying, but Germany is in Europe. How comes they are concerned with UK? You forget that UK and Europe were actually together before England removed themselves from Europe and they went to create what? United Kingdom, with the likes of Ireland, Scotland, Wales, so on and so forth. So whatever happens to Europe indirectly affects what? UK. So if Euro is very weak, so long as there's nothing going on England or going on with UK that is strengthening the GBP, which is the pound sterling, it is also going to be very weak. These are informations you need to be aware about. Now, if you're looking forward to learn more about fundamentals, you want to join my next mentorship, do well to join my free Telegram channel. I'll be looking forward to teach more students next year, February. I already have a student for this year and they'll be rounding up by next month. Watch out to see how they'll start interpreting the market. Now, when I teach you, you don't just go to the market and buy and sell anymore. You know why you're buying, you know why you're selling. For those of you that are also in my free Telegram channel, you know how I drop signal. Whenever I tell you buy gold, whenever I tell you buy USD, I have a reason why I'm telling you to buy. I have a reason why I'm telling you to sell. Like take today, for example. When you go under the hot story, US government shutdown. Why? As they begin new period. For what? For uncertainty. Now, immediately you saw this news, what would you do as a trader who is smart? There's nothing to do instead of running to GBP, USD, JPY and to start selling it aggressively. I and my community have been selling USD, JPY since yesterday. In fact, the market even spiked up, continued selling. I told them you have nothing to be scared of. And we're currently what? We're currently in deep profit. You can see it, USD, JPY. Join my free Telegram channel and you'll get more signals from me. Remember, this is just an intro to what you would learn if you understand how to properly interpret fundamental analysis. Remember, I don't offer investments. Peace.